What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about what this whole Batman thing means for Harry Potter. So, I guess in order to follow me along here, you need to know what happened with Batman the past couple of days. I made a video on it. I know there's a lot of viewership that watches these videos, watches Batman. So I'm going to talk about all of that in this video, kind of talk about when I think we could see this Harry Potter game. Really quickly, though, before I get started, I want to promote that Discord server. I know you guys have probably heard me say it before. It'll be in the description below if you guys want to check it out if you haven't already. Lots of really good people there, getting ever so closer to 500 people. Trying to hit that mark. That's a nice number. I think is a nice spot to hit, right? At least for now. Definitely looking to continue to grow up, but lots of conversations to be had there, Harry Potter included. Okay, so if you guys have not yet checked it out, it'll be in the description below. Now, okay, let's go over, in case people haven't seen the Batman one, I'm going to go over it kind of quickly. Rumor has it, now I don't think it's necessarily been confirmed from Warner Bros., but it's going to happen. August 22nd, Warner Bros. Is going to be throwing like a DC fandom, okay, like an online, basically a convention for DC, and it's going to be all DC. So they're going to talk about and show, they even said that, about like movies, so like Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, all the, the Batman, all of these different things, okay? They're going to do that, and it's, again, all things DC, so there's going to be comics, all different stuff, including games. Warner Bros. Games will be there. So Batman, the Batman game from Warner Bros. Montreal, and Rocksteady would be appearing there. Now, okay, so that's what we know. We don't, I guess we're taking it with grains of salt, because, okay, it hasn't been confirmed, and if Warner Bros. Montreal and Rocksteady don't go there, then oh my God. But there's no way they don't. I really don't believe there's any way that they are not going to be there. So what does this mean for Harry Potter? Well, it's interesting because what have we always talked about? Warner Bros. Has a couple options. They could do an entire show all to themselves, okay? They could announce, okay, we're going to do this. And I think they still can. They absolutely still could do that. And like I said, actually, in the Batman video, I think it's still possible, because do you want Batman, the first time you see Batman, do you want that to be August 22nd, okay? The first time you see the Rocksteady game, do you want to be August 22nd? Do you do them earlier? And by that, I mean, here's what I'll say. In regards to Batman and Rocksteady, I feel like we would get the only teasers or trailers up until August 22nd, and that's when we would see the full-on thing. But for Harry Potter, obviously that's not DC, so Harry Potter wouldn't appear there. So now we start to get kind of like a crack in the armor, where it's like, all right, well, what do? Do they now hand off these games to different events? Which is something, again, for the longest time, we've talked about the possibility, is that something they would do, and I've always said, well, I really feel like they would want to do their own event. Why would they want to give it to somebody else? And I still feel it. I actually think that's still the better thing, that why would you not want to just put on your own show? That way all of your games are center stage, you have full control, you're the one announcing, what I mean? All of that stuff. Why would you give it to somebody else? But at the same time, as we're now going on, and they have still not yet announced this show, okay? I mean, I can think it's as good of an idea as I want to, but ultimately, if they don't announce it and it's not going to happen, well, we have to start thinking, all right, well, what are the other strategies? What are the other things that they could be doing? Again, what is it? Well, they could be, again, working on deals. IGN is announcing a lot of games this month. We have shows going on actually today. Do I think it's going to be at the shows today? No, but there's a lot of different things going on over the next couple weeks, over the next couple months, that they could very well partner with. And again, I don't think that's the best idea, but it is a idea. And I think that that's something that we now need to start looking at, especially for Harry Potter, because again, Batman, Rocksteady, could they just do a trailer one day and say, okay, here's the teaser trailer, here's the official trailer for this game, and then they'll say, like, tune in for more when we do this August 22nd thing. You know what I mean? Is that something that they would do? I think it definitely is. At the same time, you could also see them doing it in one event, that they say, okay, July 23rd, let's just throw a date out there. July 23rd is the Warner Bros. Gaming event, where it's going to be all of these different things. We're going to announce all these different games. I know a lot of people jumped on Hitman when it was announced at the PS5 reveal event, including myself. I wrote that in the Discord, and I said, oh, there's one Warner Bros. Game. What's important to note is they are self-publishing, okay? The developers for Hitman, they got the rights back to Hitman. They're self-publishing that game. It actually doesn't have anything to do with Warner Bros. Anymore. So Warner Bros. Is out. So as of right now, they still, besides like Lego Star Wars, besides, I guess, Mortal Kombat, the Aftermath, the DLC, besides that, they haven't done anything. And CD Projekt Red, they're technically the publishers. Warner Bros. Is like the distributor, in the U.S., which is kind of a weird, different kind of situation. So as of right now, Warner Bros. Is still pretty silent. And unless the whole, Mortal Kombat Aftermath was part of Phase 1, which again, I mean, we keep going back to that. That's another thing, an important thing to note too, is they still haven't done anything, unless Mortal Kombat counts, in which case I guess they've already appeared in Phase 1. But I think, again, with Batman being, I really do think the confidence, I mean, is through the roof with me right now in terms of talking about that. I really do think that at the latest, August 22nd is when we get the announcement of Batman. Same thing with Rocksteady. I think August 22nd is the last day that we would get an announcement from Rocksteady, if not for both of those sooner. What does that mean for Harry Potter? I think Harry Potter is right in that exact same boat because, again, we know from Jason Schreier that this was supposed to happen. We were supposed to get the Harry Potter announcement at E3, at their E3. Well, it's come and gone. This was actually going to be E3 time, like basically right now, right? And so this, now that we don't have it anymore, what are they going to do? Again, as I've said, they don't just drop it. It's not like because E3 was canceled that they just say, oh, cancel the game. And I think a lot of people, for some reason, jump to that, again, for some weird reason. But the game's still being made. The game's still real. The game's still happening. And again, it was supposed to happen right now. Basically, this weekend into next week was supposed to be when we're going to get it. So I can't imagine they would shut down, again, like just the plan of showing it to the public. These guys have really big plans, I think, with all of these games. And so, again, is it messier because of what's happened around the world? Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, I think within the next couple months, just the same way I say, by the end of August, we're going to get Batman and Rocksteady. Same way in the next couple months, I think we're going to get Harry Potter. I really do. And Harry Potter, again, it's going to be different because with Batman, with Rocksteady, we're going to get the announcement, right? And again, I think it's going to be kind of small. We're not going to get all that much on it because then we're going to see probably more of it on that August 22nd, right? And also, again, the order of which these games come out is very important. The ones that are closest are going to get more. I mean, that's just generally how it's going to be. You're going to get they're going to focus on it much more. Even look at what PlayStation did. If you want a recent example, which is the most recent you can get, look at what PS5 reveal event did. Look at the games that got the most kind of shown about them. Look at the release dates for those games or the release windows for the games. The games that were pushed the heaviest are the games that are coming out soon. Now, again, they gave a credit, or they gave kind of the showcase as well to games that are coming out a little while later. That's just kind of the strategy they have. But the marketing for Warner Bros. Is going to be pushing that first game harder than the other two. But again, because Harry Potter doesn't appear in August, what do you do with that? It's again, I think there is a lot of there's a lot of like overlap basically with people that play Batman, Rocksteady, DC as well, and then also play Harry Potter. Same thing with like these videos, right? There's a lot of crossover, but at the same time, when it comes to just factually the properties and how Warner Bros. Could do it, I mean, Harry Potter is just so out. And again, I get the game won't be called that, but this Harry Potter game, the Wizarding game, is going to be so outside of that it's hard. It definitely is hard. It's definitely hard to predict. It's definitely hard to juggle, but I still think we're getting this game in the next 2 months. Again, it's the same thing we've said. It's either going to be at a Warner Bros. Conference altogether, or it's going to be a separate game. Honestly, as time goes on, more and more and more, and as we're now, on June 13th or whatever day today is, now that we're here, I think with every passing day, it becomes more and more likely that they are going to split these up, that they may hand them off to somebody else to do something with. Jeff Keighley, Summer Games Fest, IGN, whoever's doing Summer Games Radar is doing something today. All these different things, I think they could very well hand them off, especially again because some of them are going to be smaller than others. So again, if Batman's going to just be a teaser trailer, well, that maybe does fit in kind of well with an IGN thing, or that does kind of fit in well with a games, you know what I mean? It fits in better with that. And I know I just said Batman, but Harry Potter's the same thing. Harry Potter, what are you going to do? You're going to do a trailer? You're going to do a gameplay? They could still do it by themselves. And I wouldn't, again, I wouldn't throw that idea out either. It's very possible one day Warner Bros. Just says, hey, we're going to announce this thing in a few days. You know what I mean? It's very, very possible that happens. So we'll have to keep our eyes and ears peeled. Expect this game. I say that with a ton of confidence. Expect this game's announcement over the next few months. I cannot imagine, just like I said with Rocksteady and Harry and Batman. Let's say I spoiled myself. Just like I said with those two DC games, I do not see us getting out of this summer without officially knowing that these games exist, and throw Harry Potter right in there. I cannot imagine going into September, going into getting like really in the depths of next gen without knowing that this Harry Potter game exists. Now is the time. It is definitely coming. I know the leaks got people really, really excited. I know people maybe expected it at the PS5 reveal event. Again, I never did. I'm sorry for those that were disappointed by it. I mean, I get you. I feel your pain. I've done it before to myself multiple times. But it's again, light at the end of the tunnel. It's absolutely coming. So guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? You guys excited for this Harry Potter game? When do you think it's going to get announced? Do you think because Batman, with that August 22nd thing, do you think that changes anything for this Harry Potter's reveal? Let me know your thoughts again in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up, and I'll continue to talk about Harry Potter, new video every so often on this channel. And then obviously if there's anything breaking when the game gets announced, all that kind of stuff, I'll be covering it an insane amount on this channel. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.